Thanks for joining us in yet another interesting episode of Notepad. I'm currently attending Huawei's Developer Day Asia Pacific 2019. Basically, Huawei is organizing these kind of events to entice developers to build more apps and more solutions and more software for not just their consumer business, but generally for everything else that they are offering right now. So this is another push by Huawei to get more, mobile services solutions out there, following the recent, challenges that Huawei has to face moving forward, particularly when we talk about the absence of Google as part of the solutions that Huawei is offering right now for their consumer devices. So in short, I spoke with two very senior executives of Huawei, Zhang Ping An as well as Alex Lin, to ask them about what is in store, not just for Huawei Consumer Business Group, but Huawei Mobile Services and their cloud solutions as well. This is my interesting interview with some of the executives from Huawei. I do hope you enjoy it. Let's start with the first question to Zhang Ping An. The relationship with Lazada. What spurred Huawei's strategic partnership with Lazada for the ecosystem?
Lazada is our shopping partner that we help them to, reach, more Huawei smartphone users, and Lazada also is going to use our platform to do a lot of innovation, even benefits to our Huawei end users. So we are cooperating with them quite very well.
Let's talk about the response from developers for the HMS Core. Do you think that the developers are actually excited about HMS Core?
Yeah, I think that we receive very positive, feedback from them. For example, for Malaysia, I've taught that we select top, 50 local developers. I think more than 20, they've already integrated our HMS Core. So that means their application can run based on HMS, cell phones. So we see that a lot of developers, they are quite positive to support us because they think that we have a global platform and we have more than 570 million smartphone users. Then they can leverage such kind of platform. They can leverage such kind of platform's power to reach more and more users. And we also feel very glad to help them.
Because there is a greater focus for HMS Core, do you see HMS increasing the market share for Huawei following this particular, intensity of pushing more HMS development?
That's definitely, yeah. We think that with a lot of partner supports, our HMS will have much more influence. And we also can bring benefits, and we can bring our innovation, our differentiation based on our chipset, a smartphone, and even our smart devices, hardware features, and we can expose our software capability to them. They can leverage our HMS capability and core services, then to create a more and more very good experience for their users. So we are quite confident about HMS expansion.
Do you feel comfortable sharing some market share targets of growth, maybe in the near term, or it's very hard for you to decide?
Yeah, it's hard to predict because I think that still depends on what kind of smart devices that we can provide to our end users. We think that first I think end users need. We want end users to be in favor of our smart devices first, because we have many innovations based on our devices. That's the first. People or users need to consider that our innovation will be their favorite features there. So that's the first thing. And second, we need to also build our ecosystem. Let such kind of smart devices have a lot of different services. Then users can can access all kinds of digital service, all kinds of innovative experience around our smart devices. If such kind of a thing happen, I think our user will love our smart devices. They will buy more. Then our HMS ecosystem also can grow a lot. So market share is not our goal. We just want to bring more innovative, compelling experience to our end users.
Can you share some investment numbers that you are putting in, the R&D that Huawei is investing in this right now?
Yeah, I can share with you that last year our R&D totally, I think the group level is like 100 it's a 30 billion US dollars. So this year it's gonna be more than it's gonna be it's like 15 billion US dollars this year for group R&D investment. For consumer business group, we also invest a lot, and we invest a lot. So taking advantage of
And any percentage of revenue?
Yeah, for consumer business group, we take like 6 or 7% of our revenue, but for other group like carrier ICT group, they maybe take like more than 15% of their revenue. So totally we just take more than 10% of our total revenue to be our R&D investment.
Okay, I'm going to ask Alex
now.
Because some kind of technology investment it's shared by
consumer
business and the network business.
Yeah, so that's the conversation because with network, Maxis and Huawei have signed a big agreement. The Prime Minister was there. There's a lot of deployment of 5G. Let's talk about the deployment of 5G in Malaysia via the enterprise business group. How has the 5G deployment progress been? Would you like to talk more about the process right now?
That's for the network, frankly, it's the plan of the operator. For the moment, I haven't comments on that.
Okay.
Yeah, but we are fully supporting Maxis and so on, and so on, all those operators to launch as soon as possible the service, including the device, all that. Because we have already 2 models which is available on market. Number 1 is Mate 20X. Number 2 is this model, Mate 30. 5G version will come very soon to Malaysia.
Let's talk a little bit about Asia Pacific as well, because I think you can speak about some developments of Asia Pacific. Would you like to discuss a little bit more?
You mean about 5G?
Yes.
5G, number 1 thing is the frequency. In a few countries, they are quite available for the frequency, especially about the frequency resource below 6 giga. Not more than 6 giga. Because more than 6 giga, the availability is much better. But to have better service, most of the operators you are using 3.5, 3.6, and so on. So now, according to the availability of the frequency resources, I think in Philippines, Thailand, all those kind of countries, they are ready together certainly with Malaysia to launch the service. But the rhythm, I think they have their business plan. It will be step by step for that.
What is the product portfolio that Huawei has for the Asia Pacific region and maybe a little bit on Malaysia as well?
Especially for the 5G, am I right? Because for the 5G, following that 2 models, for the next year, I will bring in Asia Pacific much more models of 5G. Because in the next year, I think it's the year of the 5G. It means not only at the price of the 600 or 700 US dollar, but at 400, 500, 300, maybe it's possible available. I'm seeing now today which is the right time to launch, to push, because only one thing, it depends on the readiness of the network. Once they deploy it quickly, so I will follow the rhythm and provide the middle level 5G product here in IPEC.
the deployment, what is interesting is that you are supplying the consumer products as well as the enterprise products for many of these carrier networks. Do you see this as a race to compete to deliver better products as fast as possible in the Asia Pacific region as well as in Malaysia?
No risk.
There's no risk. Okay. And finally, what is the general strategy for Asia Pacific in general for Huawei in Malaysia and APAC?
We will continue to have full series of products in our portfolio for 2020, which includes the models with the Google mobile service previously, and at the same time with the Huawei mobile service. Certainly, I will have P40 100% sure in my region, APAC. And a part of that, thanks to our technical competence readiness for overseas, we have the strategy, what we call is 1+8+N. Number one is a smartphone. The 8 includes like the watch, the FreeBuds, the TV not yet, TV is now FreeBuds and the PC and so on. All those, product I will bring here in APAC to fulfill the requirement of the consumer, because today more and more people, they have many units and they need all those kind of the electronic device connected and to be much more smartphone. So Huawei will play a very important role here. For the full scenario with the connected application and the network to have much better service to consumer. This is what we will do for next year here.
Of course, final question, because I think your people are going to get angry if I ask a lot more. Outside China, Malaysia is a key market. Will Malaysia continue to be a key market for Huawei moving forward for 2020?
100% sure, yes.
All right, thank you very much.
And I have one thing more to telling Malaysia consumer.
Yeah.
Because any kind of new baby, new things, it's a great thing. We are waiting for, when you're asking about the feedback from the consumer for my May 30 and so on, we see very nice and friendly feedback from market, from consumer. It looks like that Huawei together with the consumer to build some great thing, Huawei mobile service. They give us some feedback. Once they found something could be better, they are sending messages to Huawei. So according to those kind of feedback, we do it better. So I'd like to say thank you very much for the consumer in Malaysia. Thanks for your feedback and so on. I think it's something will encourage Huawei to do better product.
I think cheaper product will make consumers love it even more. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.